Hello, my friends. How are you today? I'm back in business and I am wasted. Wasted like some waste garbage. I have no clue to that. But sometimes we have to linger on. The arrogance of PhD. I wanted to talk about some kind of arrogance that you meet when you meet people with some qualifications. People that are in service business, when people are in some kind of service, that they have some education skills on. They have the education skills, and sometimes they show some attitude. That's how they do it. It's kind of attitude that is pure arrogance. They can't handle normal people. After some years, I think it's part of their disappointment. Kind of, if kind of when people have some education, after some time, after some years, maybe even before, they develop some kind of arrogance, some kind of stupidity, some kind of idiocy. They are acting like idiots because they can't handle normal people like me. For example, I have this, I'm hard to handle because I I don't really differ between people with education or not. At least I'm very well aware of that, because it's very it's kind of discrimination if you act differently. If it's a professor or whatever it is, if it's a professor, if it's a scientist or a teacher, doctor, whatever, we seem to be treating them or acting around them like they have some more importance than us, than everybody else. And we feel a little bit ashamed of that. We are not there, but we hide our shame because it's kind of I'm not that professional, I'm not skilled, I'm not that educated. And people that, you see, I have been an activist for many years, and now I have come to reflect over certain things in life that may be the reason why we that have some issues with our health, the clinical health issue is not that hard, because it's when you are clinical ill, broken arm, you have some cancer of some sort, you have some prostate cancer if you are a male, and all this kind of stuff that we can get sick of. You can have malaria, you can have COVID, you can have this, and you can have many that's. And you meet a lot of skilled people anyhow, but it seems to be an obsession, a sick. I have no good English word for what I feel about that, but sick people with attitudes, sick attitudes, those that are working in some degree of, maybe it's in the hospital, psychiatric hospital, because their attitude toward people that have some mental strain, mental cases like me. I'm just kidding. But you see, the obsession, the real obsession about they are not like us. But in some cases, that is not so convincing that they are not cases. In their eyes, I'm just portraying their kind of view, because I overheard, or someone overheard, that when he or she was working in this department for people that suffer from psychiatric things, they, among themselves, those that were having some clients, the so-called professional, they talked with themselves, among themselves, and with coffee break, maybe the lunch break or whatever break they were having, they didn't really catch or could understand that life was so hard for some people. They couldn't, for their best imagination or whatever you call it, they couldn't understand why. I have to watch the time. I don't know this. This is crazy. They couldn't understand how they could get to suffer that much. It was just, they had some simple strategy, some simple tools, and that would fix the case, that would solve the matter, that would help a lot. But they were merely laughing and mocking those clients and patients and the receivers of their treatment. They were mocking them, looking down on them. How rude is that? How rude is that when you are mocking those that you are maybe a caretaker for? Kind of how they go around with people in that case. That's how obsessive they are about themselves, how professional they are. And I was among some people that was how can I call it? We had a presentation about the level the caretaker, the doctor, the nurses, the health carers should meet the patients with. And they responded very very rudely that we knew all this before. Nothing is new. Come to show. It seems they didn't understand a thing. They have, of course, some course or some information or some degree of understanding that you need. You need a small understanding to treat patients that are coming to you. You need some insight, you need some know-how, you need some ability to comprehend. Yet they were talking among themselves. Oh, they are just complaining, they are just crying, they are repeating their complaining. And in fact, that was the jargon on those people. I don't want to mention names. Their names is too sad to name. That's how they looked at us when we were asking for involvement. What would you have to do with involvement in this? This is not your degree. Would you be an overseer on our work? Or they came up with all kind of questions, silly questions, because they had no, in fact, no faintest idea. They had no idea about why we should be involved. And to be, it was kind of said that when we are a professional, we shouldn't share our private life with those patients. Okay, that's your professionality. That's how you look at us. We are not that kind of, it should be a separation between us and the patients and all these kind of ideas, crazy ideas, that it should be separation, it should be a level of privacy. When you are in healthcare, you should be a private person outside and not let them in on your private life. I more or less agree to that, but you see, many people associate their problems to be just about them. That's how brain dead those caretakers are, the nurses and so on. That's how brain dead they are. I mean, not in disrespect, but they are not respecting us. It's not disrespect at all. It's just how respectful they are showing us. It's not that impressive, isn't it? So when you have this kind of PhD or high school or schooling skills, seems to be very racistic, very, nobody knows it better than you. But there are some people that those people can't handle. Even though they are professionals in different degree, it can be nurses, doctors, even missionaries, evangelists and pastors and elders, those that are in service for the God Almighty. So I don't differ between healthcare priests or someone, because they are in a certain service for other people, to meet other people. And they are meeting people in that kind of respect, lack of respect. They have this obsessive thing about themselves that since they are skilled in this and that, and since they have been in this and that for many years, they know everything. You are not here to lecture them. They are here to lecture you, if that's the case. So you have, in fact, no say in the matter. As I have experienced many times, many occasions in different places all the time, people that have some kind of education seems to be above themselves. They are high and mighty and they have nothing to learn. That's the arrogance of knowing something. The arrogance of knowing something. And they are so prejudiced. They are so prejudice-minded that even if you tell it to their face, they will not understand. It is blocked, totally blocked. That's how insanely crazy they are. That's how they are. Insanely crazy. And they have no clue about the perspective of using a mirror. It's sad to talk about it. It's saddening to have such a view on people that they become racistic. They are racistic not only to mental sick people, but they are racistic to those they are serving, whether it's patients, clients, or people in general, because you have this Christian attitude. We become Christians, believers, and we come to the truth. That's the point. You come to the truth. And you are set to believe certain things, certain issues that you agreed on. So you are asked by Jesus himself to go out and make disciples. So if you don't become a disciple like them, you are in fact not saved. You are lost. You have lost it. You don't understand the gravity of your disappearance. They know it all. I asked some missionaries and I asked some pastor, do you even ask yourself if it's relevant for those that you are preaching to, what you are preaching? It's a hard question. It's not a nice question. It's a hard question. It's penetrating questions if you take it seriously. Because that kind of arrogance that they don't even ask if it's relevant. That's the highest degree of arrogance. So when you are educated, my friend, don't show me this arrogance. Be a mensch. Be a mensch. Above all, be that mensch that you are set to be. If you are educated as a teacher, doctor, a shrink, or a missionary, priest or pastor, evangelist or whatever, have this attitude that you can ask what is relevant for you. If not, I will just regard you as the most stupid, arrogant shitbag ever walked this earth. Even if you have the name of Lord, I don't care about names, my friend. I don't even care about your title. There are some people that call themselves prophets, apostles, bishops, and even shrinks. It's not good. I don't find out this timetable is not, this is bugging me. And it's not 33 minutes, is it? So after all said and done, you have to meet people as people. If you look at them with a prejudiced mind, they will be belittled. They will be like they don't deserve your respect. And to be self-aware about such things, it takes skills. I got a very beautiful message today because I'm very preoccupied with this issue, especially this issue, because it's something I have lived for forever, this arrogance. Not only have I dealt with this so-called arrogance in my upbringing, but it's also some kind of very depressing, very cynical arrogance from the healthcare, and that's where it's needed not to be. That kind of PhD pride of this education is kind of a glorious pride that you can have to mock people, look down on people. That's your floor. You are looking down on other people that doesn't have your skills, doesn't have your education. But that shows only a prejudiced mind. That's a pity state of mind. Let me tell you that. That's the most pity state, and I won't be there. For whatever reason it may take. If you gave me all the glorious ovations that artist Brad Pitt, I think it was Brad Pitt, or this Pirate of the Caribbean, you know, this movie. It's not Brad Pitt, it's someone else. I forgot his name, but he is now on the seat to be judged. And he said something about yesterday, I was the beauty queen, all the people that praised me, now they hate me. That's how people are. They are switching. But today I received this most beautiful word. It takes my breath away, because I like to play word games and have some fun with the people that are working here. I can't leave it out. I have to do it. I have to make them smile. And that's a thing for me. I love the smile that you can give. So I was out, and those that were renovating this place were working and working hard, and they looked filthy, rotten filthy. And those that were digging down the drain, changing the pipes. One of them have this characteristic to him that maybe you will be a little bit, you don't like to spend a lot of time. It's okay. So I made fun, and not of him, of course. I don't like to make fun of people, yet I'm close to that, but I switch. I make fun of myself. That's the trick, maybe, because you wouldn't make fun of people that seriously can be wounded. And I have also asked for forgiveness for that. So he said something like, people that are coming here and talk with us, not only one can do that, but you are welcome. So that was the most, that was more or less the nicest thing I ever heard. That he liked to be shaken out of his comfort zone. And we made jokes and had fun and serious talk. So he could look at me as a skilled person. He could look at me as a very amazing guy. Because I go in nice clothes, I go in and work inside, and I think they have some admiration for people that are gentle to them, respectful to them. And why not give it a smile? Why not try to give people a smile on their face? It's just joyful. Don't make fun of people. Don't talk bad about people. Bring up a smile. This PhD arrogance, it's just breaking people. It's a break. And it's a saying that the misfortune of other people is your fortune. But it shouldn't be so, shouldn't it? At least when you are serving other people, at least when you are put in a place or put yourself in a place that you serve other people, the first deed is from Jesus himself. He washed their feet. And Peter, that was the Easter celebrating here. It was mentioned that he wanted to wash their feet. And Peter denied, no, you can't wash our feet. Would you think that low? But it's a service. We are put in a service. And we have to ask, where is the pain? Where is the problem? Tell me, so we can talk together. Tell me, so we can reflect together. I don't know everything, but I'm here for you. Be there for other people. Sometimes you need a time alone, and everybody understands that. Only those that are so selfish, they are eating up people's time. And that is not good. You are draining people out of power. So give them stamina and make people laugh. That is the energy. That is the pure energy that you can give when you bring people to laugh. And I had a funny incident today. I met an old man at a company that provides this internet for us. And he went in and needed this connection to the internet. And he said that he was 80 years old, about 80 years. And I'm so angry. I hate this internet. And I disputed him, contrary to what you are saying. The internet is good, you can meet other girls and so on. And he wasn't prepared to talk with me, but I shaked him out of his comfort zone, and we got a good talk. And despite, I said, let me conclude like this, that despite what you say about the internet, how bad it is, I can agree on some part, but mainly this is good. But let me conclude like this, that if it's not for the internet, we wouldn't have this talk. So he catch that and partly agreed. I think he agreed. So nothing is so bad that it's not good for something. So smile and be happy and not arrogant to other people, because the arrogance is your own insecurity.